Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Going to break down this Chuck Berry classic right now, and it's brought to you by my patrons at Patreon. That's right. You can be a patron as well. Check out the link below. But basically, once a month, one of the perks is you get to help me decide what I teach next. And this was the song that was chosen. Chuck Berry classic with licks, riffs, and a bunch of cool ideas. So let's zoom in and break it down. All right, it's the blues in A. Follow me for the changes and just try and keep up. Haha. Okay, if you wanted to match up to the recording, which isn't really in perfect tuning, you would tune down a half step. I'm just keeping the guitar in standard tuning. You can tune it down a half step later if you like, but it really, has that lower A string sound, but even lower, but it sounds open. So you have an A7, or you could do an A7 bar chord right here. Maybellene, why don't you be true? Now, if you do it with an open A7, and why I'm choosing it this way is because you get the bass line. Now, without the whole band, it sounds like Folsom Prison, but it is doing that bass line. Maybellene, but don't you be true. Then the 4 chord, which I'm going to take the C7, which means the pinky's on that G string there, and move it up to play a D7. That's the root now, which is a D note on the 5th fret of the A string. But when you play this voicing, you can now go with the bass line. So I'm hitting the note, chord, so the A chord, and now for the 5 chord, you can just play that up a whole step. And it doesn't go back down to the 4, it just goes from 5 to 1. Or you could do an E and reverse that bass line by going. Chord, back. Now the E. Now if you had a bass player or multiple instruments, another way could be just with the classic 7 chord, bar chord. So that's A major. Take the pinky off, that's A7. You can also add it to the B string, which it's still just an A7 because you're just adding that note, a G note to it, but in a higher range with your pinky. But that's got that good old rock and roll sound. Now, form-wise, it's a classic. dun, 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 dun. But then when he goes into, which it's before rap was invented, but he kind of influences that as well. He just kind of does a rhythmic wordplay over the one chord. But then, he's telling the story. Something about a coupe de ville. Then I say the Maybellene. I'm telling the scene, and I'm talking, told a story. The Maybellene. Then he goes into the form. Don't you be true, Maybellene? Why don't you be true? Might as well give you the Chuck Berry classic lick. If you're playing an A, then you've got the A blues scale, A minor pentatonic. If you hold that B string on the 5th fret and then bend the 7th fret G string up to it, but separately, not like that, but so I'm cutting it off with my palm and my finger coming off the G string. So I'm not going like that, I'm going. All right, hope you guys got some cool ideas out of that lesson. I had fun jamming it along with you and hopefully showing you some ideas. Also, huge shout out to my wonderful patrons at Patreon. You guys can check that out if you haven't. There's a link below. There's all kinds of perks. I think I have one open slot for private lessons on there. Bunch of cool stuff. So just check out the link below. Thanks for supporting Marty Music. Hope to see you again.